Welcome back to the WarriorsHQ Podcast. My name is Mazin, and today we're going to be talking about something that most men avoid. A topic that has been requested to us by a number of people, and it's a topic that is very important in this day and age because many men in particular don't have it. Many men feel stuck, lost, weak, or behind. And most importantly, how to fix it. And that is discipline. How can we get better at discipline? How can we become a better person by completing the tasks and actions we have set for ourselves? Now, I just want to mention that in the last episode, this podcast is a way for me to become a better person within myself. I am disciplined in certain areas of my life and also undisciplined in other areas. And I always strive to become a better person in all areas of my life. So we're going to be learning this together and also how to become better at discipline. How can we activate discipline? Because that is the huge point. So let's be honest. Most men in this day and age do not have discipline. We live in a world where everything is easy. There is a rise in technology and social media, and it is so easy for someone who is lazy to scroll on social media, on TikTok, on Instagram, reel after reel, story after story, Netflix episode after Netflix episode. If they are feeling lonely, they would drop someone a message via DM. If they're feeling tired, they would just hit that snooze button. If they're feeling stressed, they would just be eating junk. And if they are unsure, they're just gonna quit. And we don't want that. So many people actually believe that this is normal and that's just a way of life. But we don't want that to happen because I believe that everyone has a purpose, and your purpose might be different to my purpose. And I know what my purpose is: training, exercise, nutrition, guidance, helping others. That's why I started this podcast. And so in this day and age, there are too many notifications. It's too much technology, and it is frying our minds, and therefore we are becoming less disciplined. Back in the day, thousands of years ago, hundreds of years ago, men used to fight in battles. They'd go to war. And now, a little challenge that faces them, they run away from it. And the biggest reason for this is because discipline isn't required for survival. It's optional. And when something becomes optional, most men don't choose it. Now, you can tell when someone has no discipline in their life by the little things. They would turn up to the gym once and never go back. They wouldn't wake up when they say they would wake up. They can't put their phone down. They can't stick to a diet. They can't finish what they started. And they just talk talk. And I hear it, right? I run a gym. I coach people. I get these excuses all the time. Sometimes they don't even message. And they don't even turn up. And it's like, why? You've got all these great ideas. Amazing minds. But there's no execution. There's no taking action. And what happens when a man has no discipline? He stops trusting himself. He feels lost. He feels behind. And he feels like he's wasting his potential. And a man without discipline doesn't need anyone to hold him back. Because he holds himself back. Now, at some point in everyone's life, there is a moment and there is a realization that I am better than this. I am made for more. Now, in my life, in the previous episode, I mentioned the turning point was the ACL injury. And that led me into a world of entrepreneurship, business, learning, discovery, mindset, training, communication, building skills. But I took the leap. And many of my friends have not taken the leap. And don't get me wrong, they live a good life. They live a nice, comfortable life. They go to their work 9 to 5. They get paid at the end of the month. They chill, they relax. And by all means, some people like that. But then also some people don't. And some people just go to their job hating what they do. They know they are designed and destined for more. They're better than this. But they don't act. And what happens? They go into a cycle of sadness, depression, anxiety. And in this day and age, it's rare for them to talk about it. They need to talk about it to their friends because there's always solutions. But it forced me to rebuild from scratch. And then that's when I realized that discipline is far greater than motivation. It is about identity. It's about the person that you are becoming and the person that you want to become. I say this all the time. Imagine you are the person that you wish to be. Think about it. If I want to be super successful and I want to be someone that I aspire to be like, there's a lot of people out there, successful entrepreneurs, people who have built real businesses, built gyms, trained so many people, traveled the world, and, really taken everything to the next level. And what traits are they doing? What are the habits that they are doing on a day-to-day basis? How are they turning up and how are they showing up? Because when you are disciplined, you move differently, you speak differently, and you act differently. And people, they treat you differently. And that's what I want to address in this episode. Now, people overcomplicate it. So many people overcomplicate it. There's 30-day challenges, which at the end of the day is a challenge in itself. We have previously done in our gym a 30-day hard challenge. And there were people that were so disciplined that they would be training twice a day. They're the people who got the real results. But there were a number of people that committed and didn't get any results. 30 days later, they were exactly the same. Because they needed that motivation. They needed someone to be like, you know what, mate, you can do this. You got this. But why can't you say that to yourself? Why can't you look in the mirror and say, bro, you got this. This is easy. This is light work. I'm going to do this for myself, for my family, for my friends. So you need two things. A standard and a non-negotiable. Now, the standard. You need to have one standard. Not 10, not 5. You set one standard. Now, that can be different for many people. You can wake up in the morning at the same time every single day, and that is your standard. You can train 4 or 5 times a week, and that is your standard. You are hitting 10K steps every single day. That is your standard. You are having a no phone time where your phone is on do not disturb, and you are doing an activity, a skill you are learning every day, because that has to be your standard. And regardless of your feelings, your emotions, that is the standard that you have set. So therefore, you have to master it. You have to make it who you are. Now, step number 2. You've got the standard, and now you create the non-negotiable. The non-negotiable is something that you do no matter what. If you are tired, you do it. If you're busy, you do it. If you're stressed, then you do it. And also, if you are unmotivated, you do it. Because that is where discipline is built. Now, step 3. Remove plan B. When I opened the gym and the Warriors HQ, you don't understand how many people told me not to do it. How many people said, Maz, you've got a really nice job. You've got a really great career. What are you doing? Working for yourself, training people, coaching 1 or 2 clients here and there. They don't see the bigger picture. But I gave myself no plan B. There's always a plan B. I could always go back into that corporate world, that corporate life. Don't get me wrong. There were times that I wanted to do that. I wanted to live that comfortable life that everyone else was having. But I would then know that I failed. I didn't fail anyone but myself. And I don't want to live that way, because I wanted to live my life on my terms. And if I can grow this business, if I can grow the gym, and I can grow the Warriors, and I can grow everything that I set my eyes on, then we'll be indestructible. And it would be like, you know what? You did it. You made it happen. You smashed it. But there are people out there that are just watching. Some people, they want you to fail. They might not have the support. So you have to remove that plan B, because you'll have the excuse ready. If it's gym, I'll just skip the gym. If it's work, you know what? I'll leave it. I'll do it another day. I'll start it next week. You have to close that door. Burn that plan B. And you have to be the person that you have no options. You're getting this done regardless. Like, let's just check the time. It's like, 10:30 at night. I'm doing this podcast because I set myself this task, target, and I wanted to, for myself, do this. It's taken a long time for me to do it, but here we are, episode 2. And if no one else is going to do it, it has to be you. It has to be. And then I know what will happen. Because you stack the win. I released the episode yesterday. I got the cover art done yesterday. I whacked it up on YouTube. It's up on Spotify. I sent it out on the socials. People are messaging me like, oh, that was a great episode. That is what I was striving for the next day. And even if no one pats you on the back and be like, you know what, mate? That was good. Even if no one said it to me, because I wanted to do it and I wanted to achieve it, bro, I'm doing it. I'm doing it regardless. So it builds momentum. And momentum is so important because you stack small wins. You posted it, great. On to the next. On to the next. On to the next. You wake up, you win. You train, you win. You've eaten clean, you win. You're not on your phone scrolling, you win. You messaged your friends, family, checked in on them, you win. And you do what you said you would do, you win. You stack enough wins and you become unstoppable. So if you're listening right now, I'm challenging you. I want you to lean in, and for the next 7 days, choose one thing, just one thing, and do it every single day without fail. And then just see how your life shifts. See how your life evolves. Your energy changes. Your discipline becomes alive. Because most men never become warriors. They never win the battle within themselves. Most men never become warriors because they never win the battle within themselves. So, if this episode hit you, share it with a friend. Let them know about discipline. Keep yourself accountable. Write it down. Believe in yourself. You can achieve. You can achieve this. Stack that small win. Make sure that you are the person that you set out to be. Because if not, you're going to be suffering like most men out there. Do what you said you're going to do. Go to the gym, get exercising, get training, build the habit, build the lifestyle, build the discipline. And from there, look, opportunities are endless. You will grow. So yeah, episode 3 coming soon. It's going to be even deeper than this. Welcome once again to the Warriors HQ podcast. Activate your discipline, and we will see you on the next episode.